Hello and welcome. This is Curious Robin. So let's delve into the story of The Children of Men. The Children of Men is a novel by English writer P.D. James. It tells the story of Theo Farron, a tired and cynical man trying to get by in a world where it's been 25 years since the last human was born. The book is set in 2021. Theo's life gets turned around when he's contacted by a group of dissidents called the Five Fishes. They want to use his family ties to the Warden of England to demand several changes in the way the government is addressing the situation. Things complicate even more when Theo discovers that one of the members in the group is pregnant, shoving our protagonist into a race to protect the mother and the first baby to be born in more than 20 years. The novel is divided into two parts. The first one, Omega, introduces the character and his background, but also emphasizes world building to show the reader how has the world changed since the last child was born in 1995. The second part, Alpha, centers solely on Theo and how he does everything in his power to protect the first mother in a generation. On 2006, after many years of changes, a cinematic version was brought to the big screen by director Alfonso Cuarón. The screenplay was done by 5 writers, including the director himself. The film is considered a loose adaptation of the novel since it changed many plot elements. This version shows Theo, played by Clive Owen, as a disillusioned man no longer worried about the future, for there seems to be none, as it has been 18 years since the last human was born. He spends his time drinking and talking with his friend Jasper, played by Michael Caine. Theo's nihilistic routine is interrupted when he is asked for help by his estranged wife, played by Julianne Moore, who is the leader of the Fishes, a radical militant rights group. Just as in the book, his world is turned upside down when it's revealed that Julian needs his help with Key, played by Claire Hope Ashiti, a refugee and apparently the only pregnant woman on Earth. They need to get her to the mysterious and evasive Human Project, a group of scientists dedicated to curing humanity's infertility. The film may sound very similar to the source material, but important changes were made, and that's why I would like to focus on the movie adaptation. When adapting the book, Alfonso Cuarón and Timothy J. Sexton rewrote earlier drafts with a different approach, as Cuarón opted to read just a summarized version of the novel, while Timothy read the book completely. The writer-director claimed this helped him avoid questioning his own ideas on what the story should speak about. It's been 15 years since the film was released. 15 years. Oh god. It's been 15 years since the film's release, and it is as relevant today as it was on the year it came out. The film makes use of the novel's premise as a solid foundation to tackle subjects like immigration, extreme activism, and even police brutality. All these merge into the storyline, while the main plot retains themes of hope, sacrifice, and humanity. To include so much in a runtime of less than 2 hours, the writers did something very bold. They took all the information in the Omega part of the book and added it as the background for the Alpha section. One of the distinctive styles in 2006 Children of Men is that there's always something happening in the backdrop. Almost every frame is filled with information about the current state of this world. The reading of the film is done through symbols, not dialogue. We get to witness an immersive handheld peek into the culture and events that are now commonplace in a society where a child's laughter hasn't been heard in almost 2 decades. Cuarón has stated that he hates exposition and explanations in cinema. It's become now what I call a medium for lazy readers. Cinema is a hostage to narrative. This kind of cinematic storytelling is a great example of how to deliver information visually and avoid written exposition. It's also a reminder that even if we ignore the background, it will eventually catch up to us. This film is considered by many as one of the best of the 21st century, and I can understand why. This is how you adapt anything into a screenplay. You take it and make it your own, without losing sight of what made it work in the first place. Children of Men is supported by great writing, bold direction, nice performances, and detailed visual and sound design that help the filmmakers craft the story of a man regaining his humanity in a world that grimly mirrors our own. A man that was convinced there was no future, no hope. and realize that all of that can change in an instant. Without going into details, I'd like to finish with a quote said by the director regarding the ending. "We wanted the end to be a glimpse of a possibility of hope, for the audience to invest their own sense of hope into that ending. So if you're a hopeful person, you'll see a lot of hope, and if you're a bleak person, you'll see a complete hopelessness at the end." With this, I would like to invite the audience to look into what lies ahead and think about what each and every one of us perceives when faced with uncertainty. Picture a misty afternoon. You're on your own, standing by an empty dock. You feel something coming and stare into the fog. What do you see? I'm the Curious Robin. Until we meet again. If you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel.